McCain mischaracterizes what Obama said about al-Qaeda in last night's debate. Then Obama uses it to run rings around the Republican. Senator McCain today said he did not watch last night's debate. Perhaps he should have.
I am told that Senator Obama made the statement that if al-Qaeda came back to Iraq after he withdraws, after the American troops are withdrawn, then he would send military troops back if al-Qaeda established a base in Iraq. I have some news. Al-Qaeda is in Iraq. Al-Qaeda, it's called Al-Qaeda in Iraq.
Well, first of all, I do know that al-Qaeda is in Iraq, and that's why I've said we should continue to strike al-Qaeda targets. But I have some news for John McCain, and that is that there was no such thing as al-Qaeda in Iraq until George Bush and John McCain decided to invade Iraq. They took their eye off the people who were responsible for 9/11. That would be al-Qaeda in Afghanistan, that is stronger now than at any time since 2001. I've been paying attention, John McCain.
Can you hear them? They talk about us, telling lies. Well, that's no surprise.
In 2004, you were asked what the United States should do if the sovereign government of Iraq asked it to pull out, even if the United States wasn't happy about the security situation. Do you stand by that? If Iraq said pull out, would you say okay?
Sure.
You said Friday on CNN that you thought 16 months might be a pretty good timetable for the withdrawal of U.S. troops from Iraq, and that sounds a lot like what Senator Obama's been saying. So what's the difference there?
I love these days of the soundbite. I said it has to be based on conditions on the ground. And if he had wanted to go with just a staffer, I am confident that he could have gone rather than canceled his trip to see those brave young Americans.
A visit to the U.S. military's Landstuhl Regional Medical Center in Germany. Senator Obama calling wounded soldiers by phone today instead of greeting them there in person. The Pentagon's chief spokesman now confirming that the Defense Department officials told the Obama campaign the Illinois Democrat would be barred from visiting the military facility with any of his campaign staff because of regulations prohibiting any campaigning or electioneering at military facilities. One problem, the Obama campaign claiming it was not told this by the Pentagon until Wednesday, one day ahead of the scheduled visit, by which point the congressional delegation portion of the tour, Iraq and Afghanistan, had ended and Senator Obama's Senate staff had gone home.
Hope is making a comeback. It is making a comeback, and let me tell you something. For the first time in my adult lifetime, I'm really proud of my country, and not just because Barack has done well, but because I think people are hungry for change.
Can you hear them? They talk about us, telling lies. Well, that's no surprise.
Mrs. Obama explained that of course she was always proud of her country and that she'd simply been referring to the political process.
I don't know why she said that. Everyone has their own experience. I don't know why she said what she said. All I know is that I've always been proud of my country.
In February, Mrs. McCain was asked about her first swipe at Mrs. Obama. She had gently backpedaled about that one. She said then, "It was nothing more than me saying, look, I believe in this country so strongly. I think she's a fine woman, she's a good mother, and we're both in an interesting line of work right now." You're both in beer distributorships?
We have uncovered comments from John McCain on camera that could undermine the steady right-wing attacks against Michelle Obama. Well, are Mrs. Obama's words really that different from this comment we found from John McCain on Fox earlier this year?
I really didn't love America until I was deprived of her company.
I really didn't love America until I was deprived of her company.
You know, when you listen to why he doesn't wear an American flag button, it's a very convoluted answer. And, you know, American flag buttons, I've been in politics, you've been around politicians a long time, Dan. Everybody wears them.
You're not wearing a lapel pin, are you?
I will wear one.
I mean, I had no idea you were going to show up without a lapel pin, but it seems kind of absurd that you're saying that Barack Obama's patriotism should be questioned because he's not wearing a lapel pin, and then you come on the show not wearing one.
Well, Dan.
I won't wear that pin on my chest. Instead, I'm going to try to tell the American people what I believe will make this country great, and hopefully that will be a testimony to my patriotism.